ora tamariki mā, and welcome back to The Word. I wonder how many of you have a brother or a sister. Maybe you have both, like me. Is it just me, or do you think it's weird how we can be sometimes so different from our siblings? Well, today's story is about two sisters who both love Jesus, but they show it in very different ways. Mary and Martha lived in a little village called Bethany. They'd heard the stories like everyone else of Jesus, the man who was healing people who were sick and teaching them about God in a way that they had never heard before. They both wanted to meet Jesus. They wanted to hear him teach. Well, today was their chance. Jesus and his disciples were on their way to Jerusalem, but they had stopped off on their way at the little village of Bethany. Martha seized the moment. It's now or never, she thought. Jesus, would you like to come to our home and rest for a bit? I cook a great roast dinner. Jesus smiled as he accepted her kind invitation and started the short walk back to the house. When they arrived, Martha rushed around making sure everything looked just right. She straightened the pictures, dusted the shelves and plumped up the pillows. Ah, that's better. It was important to Martha that the house was clean and tidy. It didn't matter so much to Mary, she thought, as she picked her shoes up off the floor again. Would she never learn to clean up after herself? Martha hurried into the kitchen and started preparing the food. Once it was cooking, she could smell it wafting through the house. So nice. Jesus and his friends were resting, hopefully. Or were they? She could hear Jesus talking, and it sounded like he was teaching someone. Martha poked her head around the corner, and there, sitting on the mat in front of Jesus, was Mary. What did she think she was doing? Didn't she realize how much work it took to get everything ready? There was still work to do if they were going to present Jesus with this yum-ass kai. Martha walked up to Jesus and said, "Doesn't it seem unfair to you, Jesus, that I'm doing all the work here? Can't you tell Mary to come and help me?" Jesus looked between the sisters. He knew that they both had good hearts. They both wanted to make his visit special, but in very different ways. "Martha, I'm so grateful to you. From the moment I arrived, you've looked after us so kindly. The food smells so good, and I'm so grateful for the way you've served us. But Mary has a curious heart and mind. She wants to learn more about the kingdom of God. She wants to know more about what that means for her, and it's not wrong for her to want to do this." Martha looked at Mary and then back at Jesus, and Jesus could tell that she understood what he'd said. What she was doing mattered to Jesus. It was important, but it was also super important to spend time with Jesus like Mary was doing. As lifelong followers of Jesus, we can find ways to do small things that make a difference in the lives of others with a big heart like Martha. Finding ways to help others is important for sure, but so is spending time getting to know Jesus better and learning from him like Mary did. We can do that by coming to kids' church, by spending time reading our Bibles, and by praying. Will you make some time for Jesus in your busy world this week?